Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Joe Boo's day job. We're back here at the Red Brick House. It is Wednesday. We had a lot of recovering to do from our tailgate that we did on Sunday. I was worn out, and we're going to be going back on Friday because Saturday I've got a memorial service for an incredible friend and mentor, Alex Lucas. And it's funny because I always say this house is full of memories. And when I found out last week that he had passed, I found a video where the bricks, this is what's kind of cool about this red brick house that I absolutely positively love. The bricks right here. When I got this house, there's a big hole right here and on the other corner because the gutters kept running down and getting water into the brick, and they went through and they tried to patch it with modern brick and mortar, and because it couldn't expand and contract, it literally rejected it. And when I got this house, I knew nothing about lime mortar, about these old bricks, and I went to my friend Alex, who lived in a house that was built in 1835, and he said, "Man, those are Williamsburg bricks." He said, "Man, I got a pile of them behind the barn." And it was like, great. So there's another piece and memories that every time I go past that corner, it's memories of Alex. And me and my wife have actually been talking and trying to figure out, everybody asks me, what are you going to do with that place? What's going to happen with it? You know, I feel like I'm a caretaker more than an owner. I love this place. I absolutely positively love this place. And we've been thinking and trying to figure out what we can do so that way it's beyond just us enjoying it. And a couple things that we've come up with. You see, I've got these pavers here temporarily because when it rains a lot, it gets muddy, and I want to make sure that people can get in. And it's cold today. The wind's hawking, but I'm working on some molding inside. So we've got some ideas. And so we found pictures from before in the past where this section was closed. Okay, and this is terrible because you don't want somebody having to come up here to get on the steps right here, and it looks butt ugly. And at one point when they had snow, it got pushed out of the way. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to chop this up. We're going to make flower beds in front of here, which will help because we've got these concrete edges are messed up, and I don't think we can fix those. But we'll do some landscaping around the front of this, which will make it look a lot better. We'll close this off. We have a porch swing that's going to go in there, and I have a piece of antique heart pine, a big piece that I think I'm going to use maybe to make like a bench to go over here. And basically this becomes like a sitting area, and entranceway will be over here. Now, because so many people love this place and want to be part of it, I think about Mary over there, who was the one who sold the land for $200 to William Brown, who built this place. So bricks are his thing. He loves bricks. His headstone is made of bricks. So we're going to make a brick paveway here. And because people enjoy this place and want to be part of it and things, we're actually going to be able to get personalized bricks. So if a person wants to help make a donation to help us live the dreams of making sure this place stays, where we can work on getting the sign out front that says that this is a historic property, you know, the cost of helping to cover that as well as some of the other things we're doing, then they can actually donate and have a brick here forever. Yeah, it'd be a brick here forever. On top of that, what we found out, and I think when I was digging the footers for the deck out here, I think I found the summer kitchen. And a summer kitchen was used, of course, because it was hot in the summertime. And you didn't want to do all the cooking inside because it would burn you up. So I think what we're going to do is over here, we're going to make a summer kitchen that will have, using the bricks, we'll make actually a brick smoker, okay? I'll end up running the plumbing here. I'll run a cold line that'll come up here, cold water supply, and I'll run electricity from the house here where I can have an Insta-Heat system in here, so that way we have a sink that we can get hot water and cold water and wash and everything else. We'll end up having the smoker here, so come Saturdays or whatever, we can be smoking some barbecue, right? And of course, being right here at Walmart, everybody's going to smell it, but we'll be able to smoke meats. And I'm also looking for an old wood burning stove and oven, so we'll end up having one of those. And so we'll try and recreate this outdoor kitchen somewhat like it would have been back in the day. Now, we do have a bit of land, okay? We've got the patio here, and since the barbecue and all that'll come here, we'll be able to put like tables and chairs around, and on the other side of the house as well. And what we'll be able to do is, people, if they want to have an event, they want to be able to say we're having a family get together or a reunion or something like that, they can come and have it at the Red Brick House, and we'll be able to cater it for them. I love to cook and serve people. I mean, I served about 100 people this weekend without a problem on a parking lot at FedEx Field. So doing this, we'll be able to have people be able to come through in the community to enjoy the house, be able to get some good food, and to help keep the Red Brick House living on to the next century. So right now we're at the point where we've spent a lot of money on the house and we've done the major things and all that. Now we're working on more of the finer stuff on here. This is one of the floor joists, actually, from my in-laws' house. And when I finish doing the molding inside, I'm going to go ahead and round this over with the router and sand it. And this is going to be the top for the mantle in this front room. Whew, get inside, it's cold. So that's basically the ideas that we're coming up with. And I think it would be great that having the outdoor sitting area and all that, and people being able to come through like an open house, that this would be a great place to have something like that. So that piece, and we're actually going to varnish it, which will be two-tone, I know, and we're going to make doors on here as well, and they'll be, of course, the antique heart pine, and we're thinking about putting H's with the inventables into the wood, so that way it'll be our initials. I've gone through already and put the first coat of varnish on the top right there, but it's definitely warms the place up. Now, upstairs here, this is where I'm working, and we're trying to marry old with high tech. So now that football season is over, I actually brought the 50-inch TV in here, which fits better or gives us a better view than the 42. And I'm working on getting my finishing off my molding across in here, and working on running an Ethernet cable on top of it. We'll caulk it in so it looks a little bit better. And I'm wetting the walls, so you can see places like this where I need a little bit more plaster instead of using caulk to fill in those spots. So we're wetting down the walls here to get that stuff done on there. Actually, I feel cold air coming in through there. I may want to go ahead and caulk all that before. Wow. And that makes sense, because these are hollow cavities for the window weights to go in. But I can definitely feel that. So yeah, I need to do that as well. Now, I've gone through, see, on this side, I got this side last time, and I don't feel any air infiltrating on that side at all. Let's see about here. Oh yeah, wow. I can feel, wow. So I just discovered that in here, so I need to go through. Yeah, we've got a lot of wind, so that's making it worse, but yeah, I can feel that like a sieve. Okay, so anyway, we are wetting these down so that way I can fix the plaster on them. And I think what I'll do is I'll just run a bead of caulk in here just to fill that in, to make sure that way it's squared away. Let's see. See over here, you can see where I filled it in with the plaster and how nice and straight. We just need to clean off the woodwork and touch up the paint. But that fills it in, and that'll keep that air. See, this is totally, it's actually amazing, because I don't feel anything here on this side, I can really feel it. So yeah, thanks guys, you helped me on that. So we're working on that kind of stuff over here. Now, I got cussed out. I got cussed out because we painted this mantelpiece by my buddy, my brother from another mother, Joseph Heatherly. And he said, don't you dare touch that brick. He said, you touch that brick, he's going to come up here and kick my ass. He said, because people need to see that as it was. So I won't touch that one. Although, Joseph, you know I'm married, right? You do know I have a wife, right? You know I have a wife, right? That's a partner. And so, if it's painted, don't look at me, bro. All right? So that's what we got on tap right now for the red brick house. And I'm still working on getting the studio set up. You can kind of see where I've got a couple of the nails put on here with the cable running it on the top. It's running into the cabinet. And the reason I'm running it into the cabinet is if I'm not using this, if it ends up being that we're hosting something and we don't want the studio desk here, I can pull it back inside of the cabinet and it's in there and you won't see it. We close up the legs on this and this goes against the wall and this becomes a serving piece. So trying to think ahead of the possibilities for the red brick house. And so I'm sitting here talking to you guys. I ain't getting anything done. So I better go get some stuff done. Peace.